for love, girl, you still got time.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Jordan and I make beauty, fashion, and lifestyle type videos. And it would be awesome if you stuck around and subscribed to my channel. So I am bringing you guys yet again another spring break inspired video. I am literally counting down the days until I have spring break. I am so excited and I can't wait to go to Florida, but that's completely besides the point. So today I'm showing you guys what's in my carry-on bag. These are things that I always have in my carry-on when I'm traveling somewhere because they're just super helpful to me and I always constantly use them. So I figured I would show you guys what I pack in my carry-on. Maybe it'll give you guys some ideas what to throw in your bag if you're traveling somewhere this spring break or even for any vacation. But really quick before we get into it, make sure to follow all my social media. I will have them on the screen as well as down below, and let's just get right into it. Of course, the most important thing I always have with me when I'm traveling somewhere in my carry-on bag is my phone. This is literally my ride or die item. I cannot go anywhere without my phone. I kind of don't like that I'm so reliant on it. But, you know, we're all guilty of always having our phone on us, so obviously it is necessary to have when you're traveling. I also always carry a pair of headphones with me because I love listening to music when I'm on a flight, or if there's like free movies on the flight, I will just pop my headphones in and I can watch it without disturbing anyone else. So I usually just throw in a pair of earbuds, and I also pack my Beats just because they're Bluetooth and they're a lifesaver, and I also like to have them while I'm on vacation if I decide to work out. I know, doesn't usually happen, but I always have my Beats with me. The next thing I always have in my carry-on bag is my laptop. This is so helpful to me. This is probably what I use the most when I'm on a flight, just because there's always homework to do, or I'm editing a video or doing other fun things on there. Like, there's literally endless opportunities with a laptop, and a lot of flights now have Wi-Fi, so if you really can't go a couple hours without social media, then I can just go on my laptop. I also always have my cameras with me in my carry-on just because I literally don't trust checked bags, because airlines always tend to lose luggage, and my cameras are my babies, so I always carry my vlog camera with me as well as my DSLR for like more high quality pictures. So I always have both with me on trips because there's always photo ops and video ops, and you know I'm all about that. To go along with all those electronics, I always have my charging cords in my bag with me as well, just because you never know when you're gonna need a quick charge. There's always outlets in airports and sometimes even on flights, and my phone dies so fast, so I always make sure I have that charging cord, all my charging cord for my cameras, my laptop, and for my headphones if I need them. Next thing I like to bring with me is a journal or a book, sometimes both depending on how long of a travel it is, just because you might get bored on the flight. I really love just like writing in my journal or doodling to unwind and de-stress, and being on vacation is all about de-stressing, so it's always nice to have with you. I'm also currently reading Girl Boss by Sophia Amoruso, so I have that in my carry-on bag as well, just because I like to read a chapter here and there, or even when you're on vacation and you're laying by the pool, it gives you something to do. Moving on to the toiletries I always bring in my carry-on bag, I have a couple to go over. So the first thing that I always make sure I have in my carry-on bag is makeup wipes. I don't know if it's just me or not, but I get super oily when I'm traveling. I really don't know why, but then my makeup starts to bother me a ton, and then at some point I just want to take it all off. So I always just have a little package with me so that I can just wipe all my makeup off and feel fresh and clean when I want to. I also always have a chapstick or two in my carry-on bag. My lips get super trapped when traveling, so this is essential to have. Plus, my favorite chapstick ever, I'm so obsessed with, is so hydrating on your lips. It's the Palmer's Cocoa Butter chapstick. Highly recommend, smells amazing, works amazing. 10 out of 10. I also like to bring tissues because sometimes my nose gets runny and you don't really have tissues that accessible to you, and I don't want to be sniffling all flight. I always just have like a little travel size package of these just in case. I I also like to have mascara with me. If I have a really early flight in the morning and I don't want to throw makeup on, I can just throw a coat of mascara on like a little bit later in the morning when I'm at the airport, and I'm good to go. Does the job, makes me look not as tired. Same thing goes for concealer. I know it's such a pain to throw on makeup like for the airport, especially an early flight. It's just not necessary. So I like to throw a concealer in my carry-on as well, just in case I want to touch up my under eye bags, because I have permanent ones on my face. So that's always nice to have with me as well. And the last thing I always have in my carry-on is deodorant, because when you're running from one connecting flight to the other, you can get a little bit hot. I always get really hot in airports just because there's a lot of people. I don't really know. It doesn't really make sense, but I always like to have deodorant on me to make sure that I don't smell. So that is what's in my carry-on. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful maybe for an upcoming trip that you might have. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe down below if you aren't already and you'd like to see more of my videos maybe. And let me know down below what is your #1 ride or die thing that you always have to have with you when you're traveling. That wraps this video up. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.